Next slide is kind of a snapshot of what things looked like pre-COVID and what we look to get back to. We try to offer a wide variety of services, and we try and do it in a different way. We want to make sure that we get to know all of our individuals and their families. We want to create and be part of a team that can support people. So that will include case managers from Developmental Pathways. I want to make sure I get to know them and that we know each other, the families, the providers. We work with a lot of great residential agencies that kind of help us support that wraparound. I think you'll hear from some of them later. Community Advantage has done a great job at working with us to make sure that we can kind of have a holistic approach when we support people. So that's just an example. We have an array of services, like I said, 8 hours of Zoom content daily. We do the summer transitions program for those individuals who are in transitions during the school year and need something to do in the summer. Supported employment, that's individual as well as group employment, job training, volunteering. Our evening social groups have not started back up yet, but that's the next thing on our list. We're doing Saturday trips in very small groups. We're doing in-person services for some volunteer work, as well as some individuals that stay behind in our facility and take part in the classes that are happening that day. So that's pretty much it. I'll keep it, I think that was short, I don't know, but the questions are usually when people get the answers that they were looking for anyway. So that's it for me.
Cool, thanks, Jeff. And that was Jeff with Ability Specialists. We are in our second presentation for day program. Bettesda is up next. I believe that will be, excuse me, Catherine.
Yes.
Bradbury, yes.
Let me get the video. It's interesting, but well, I can first introduce myself. My name is Kathy, and I'm with Bettesda.
And I'm Stephanie Oldham. I'm the day program manager.
So before we're comprehensive. We offer many services. It appears that, yeah, that's the slideshow. Thank you. So I wanted to mention a few things about Bettesda. Bettesda is a nationwide organization. I can tell you that with that comes a lot of connections that greatly benefit the individuals that we're honored to serve. We've been providing, Bettesda has been providing services for over 100 years. I've been here about 8 years, and I adore it. So we can move to the next slide. This is so funny. This is not our slideshow. It doesn't mean we can't go on. It's just not the slideshow for day program. So this is our mission, absolutely. Can I see the next slide, please, before we talk about our day program? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's talk about a couple things that I'm very proud of the day program. We do have several behaviorists on staff. So if anyone needs behavioral supports in day program, we have them and we can provide them right away. Okay.
We also have a supported employment program.
Yes. And day program and supported employment are blended. We have individuals that will work some days and then they come to the program. The most important thing I wanted to let you know, and we'll talk about activities, is that, what was the first one? Oh, we're very geared towards serving an individual. We have numerous choices every day. The participants make up the calendar. We try to get a comprehensive list of activities out there. A lot of volunteer work. We have employment come in and work with us sometimes. But we cater to what the individual wants. So I think of us as more of an individualized day program. Steph?
We just reopened last week. We have a small group. We're just taking a few people at a time to make sure we can do social distancing. Mostly we're community-based, but right now we're just staying on site with just reopening and seeing how it goes.
One of the things about the program is that I'm sorry, the mask keeps slipping, is that we are a community-based day program, but we have a site, which is a great advantage. We can meet here in the mornings, we can come back in the afternoon. So we have a very nice site. It's in Englewood. So yeah, that's one of the greater things. Staff activities?
We just do various different activities in the community. We go to different museums, go to volunteer opportunities.
Yep.
Parks when it's warm, although we missed this last summer, of course.
Yes, we did.
And then they do have input on where they want to go.
Sorry, not to interrupt you or take away from your time, but it's harder to hear the person with speaking a little more straight hair. There's a way to kind of get closer to the microphone.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome. I don't want you.
So we were talking about activities, and I was saying we pride ourselves on making individualized activities. And since we do offer such comprehensive services, there's a lot of choices here. If someone wants to we're a vendor of DVR, wants employment services, we can do that also. So I want to say that's about it, accept my apologies because it was all on the slide. I was prepared to go by the slide, so this is fine. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much for presenting. That was Bethesda. Again, anyone that's watching at home, all the slides or brochures or contact information is listed online, so they can download that and connect with you folks directly. Hang on till the end. We'll answer questions. If you have any questions for anyone, please feel free to drop that in the chat.
Thank you.
We are talking about day program. Of course, a lot of programs have many different services, so not just day program. Next up will be Jewish Family Services, and that is Heather. Heather, whenever you're ready, feel free to, there you are.
Thank you.
Unmute and let Kayla know, and she'll start your slide for you.
All right. I guess you can go to the first slide. I'm Heather Dawson. I'm the day program manager with Jewish Family Service, also known as Shalom Denver. And our day program is open for services. We are currently providing in-person services at about a maximum of 20 people per day. Right now, our ratio is about 1 to 3, 1 to 4 right now, because we're working with small groups. Everybody has their own table, their own hand sanitizer, their own disinfectant and paper towels and masks are required throughout the day. Our program runs about 6 hours a day from 8 to 2. We offer on-site activities as well as Zoom options for those who would like to join us from home. We offer daily art projects. We have current event discussions. We do daily exercise routines. We have a book club, music therapy, weekly yoga, socialization workshops, nutrition classes. And again, all of these are open to in-person as well as participants who would like to Zoom in from home. We gradually will be returning to SCC programming out in the community with the limitations in which HICPUF has guided us to provide those types of activities, getting out to museums, parks, botanic gardens, art galleries, things of that nature. Those will be rolling out very soon. We also have behavior services for those who would need them, as we have an on-staff BCBA as well. Next slide. We also provide individual supported employment services. So if you're looking for discovery, resume and cover letter writing, mock interviews and application support, employer outreach and ongoing job coaching, we also have that programming as well. The contact for that is Leah Wing, and she is listed at the bottom of this slide. And then our last category of services that we're currently providing is group supported employment. We currently have an offsite work crew at Cardinal Health, and they are cleaning medical totes that supplies go back into the medical facilities throughout the Denver metro area. It is a minimum wage job. The shifts are from 8 to 2, Monday through Friday. Right now we have an 8-to-1 ratio. But it's a really successful group supported employment for us, and we're hoping to actually grow into a second group supported employment location with alcohol monitoring systems. We'll be relocating to their site as well to have another work site there. I want to thank Developmental Pathways for this opportunity to promote our programs, and I will stick around, and if anybody has any questions for me, please let me know. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Heather. We do have some questions coming in the chat. We will address those at the end of all the presentations. So just to let you know, feel free to drop those in the chat. We are gathering those so we can ask presenters. Next presentation will be from Loving Life Homes, Host Homes, and that is with Tara King. So Tara, whenever you're ready, feel free to unmute and turn on your camera and let Kayla know when you're ready to go, and let you present.
Okay, I'm ready. Hi there, this is Tara King. I am with Loving Life Host Homes. I'm one of the co-owners, and we have supported community connections services, which is one-on-one. There are some opportunities for small group cohorts. Sometimes people want to be with other people. Now, obviously, everything has changed in the last many months, but we have been doing one-on-one SCC supported community connections for adults for 4 years. So we were very COVID ready when this all hit, and that was really nice for us, actually, that we didn't have to shift too much. The thing that is really nice about the one-on-one, it's very client-centered, it's individualized. Clients who can't tolerate transportation or being with groups get picked up by one provider, and they have say in the activities that they get to do. They help plan the calendar and do meaningful activities. It's community-based. Obviously, that's been a little bit different. We do not have a site, and this is a service that we offer to all of our residential clients. Although we do take some SCC folks who are not with us residentially. We do serve SLS, the SLS waiver, and while we primarily work with adults over the age of 18, we also have some families who do community connector services with their children who are under the age of 18. So the nice thing about the SCC is that, and right now our providers are taking people out in the community. They are making reservations at the local rec centers. They're taking them to libraries. Obviously, while the weather is nice, they're taking them to parks, and they're just working, you know, they're with the parameters that have been set by the state, and wearing masks, only transporting one person in the car at a time, sanitizing, and, you know, for our folks who can't tolerate masks, then their residential providers, we specialize in family caregivers. So, you know, families can do the SCC services with their folks that they serve. So I don't know if we have another slide. I think we just have the one slide. So we'll leave it at that, and I will answer any questions that come up at the end.
Awesome. Thank you, Tara.
Thank you.
Sorry for mispronouncing your name earlier.
Okay.
Please forgive me. But thank you so much for
thanks for this opportunity.
Of course. Hang in there. We're going to answer some of those questions at the end of the presentations. We have about 3 more presenters coming in. Next one is sample supports, and that'll be with Brianna Kurthurst. Hi, Brianna. All right, so whenever you're ready, let Kayla know and she'll start your slideshow.
All right. Oh, there we go. So I'm Brianna. I'm the director of our Denver region of sample supports. We offer services in Northern Colorado, Boulder County, and Denver, and kind of everything we cover is on this first slide, but we have everything from residential, supported living services, foster care, behavior services, and then day program and supported employment as well. So if you want to go to the next slide, try to keep it as brief as possible. Obviously, like I said, we cover all those things. The reason we picked day program to focus on is just to kind of show what we're doing, because I know you've already heard a lot of different PASAs are doing all sorts of different things, and we all have our way of doing that right now. And for us, we are also a community-based program. So going out into the community, obviously, we all know looks a little different. So we have a facility in the Denver region, and we actually just purchased a brand new building in Thornton. So it's awesome. And we have a lot of space to kind of make things be flexible as we get into these winter months and trying to figure out how that's going to look through all of this, because we can't obviously be outside when it's 32 degrees outside, that no one wants to be out there all day. So currently we are still offering our community-based services. We are doing a lot of services at a park that's really close by, within walking distance of our new office. So we're able to enjoy the beautiful weather outside, and we have a consistent programming schedule from Monday through Friday from 10 to 4. We've kept our hours 10 to 4. We are offering transport one-on-one for both ends of that. So what we do is we go pick everybody up, everybody meets at the park, and then they kind of are able to break off from there. Our groups are no more than groups of 4 at this point when they're at their site, or a meal come over to our office if the weather permits, of course. Then to be outside, we would prefer to be out and being able to enjoy the weather while we can. And our activities are, range from everything that we used to offer. Just not being able to drive everywhere has changed a little bit. So we've been doing a lot of volunteer activities that we've been able to set up. Some of our sites were able to send us the supplies that we were doing volunteer work through. So we're able to pick those up at least once a week and get those to our location instead of going to them. And then also just engaging in those meaningful activities that we would usually do. Thankfully, a lot of our stuff, since we were community-based already, we were able to just kind of modify to make fit with not being able to drive around and visit different places. If you go to the next slide. We also are offering our virtual day programming. This is also, again, from 10 to 4, Monday through Friday. I know lots of people offering virtual, so we just kind of gave a little blurb about what we've been doing. So we have, kind of an example of our activities. We send this out every week to everybody. They're able to very easily click and join our group kind of in and out throughout the day. You don't have to stick around for the whole thing, which is nice. We break these up into chunks because sitting on a Zoom call, as we all know, all day long can be a little difficult. So you can see we have like writing club and our virtual tours. We have a little snapshot of one of our direct care staff doing our positive nudes around the globe. This is something that she integrated into our services just because it's been an interesting time. So, and we also have behavior specialists and SLS providers available right now that are doing both in-person and virtual services, as well as job development and supported employment kind of throughout this. So that's it. And I'll answer any questions at the end.
Awesome, thank you, Brianna. That was, again, Sample Support's presentation. Next up, we have Soul Dogs. Zach Landis, we had a couple people with you last time, so not sure if we have the same crew, but when you're ready, feel free to join us. And I believe there was a song that we can't hear right now, but I'll let you know.
Unfortunately, it's such a great song too. Hi, I'm Zach Landis. I'm the Director of Operations here at Soul Dogs, Inc. I have with me our Day Program Director, Devin Gillis, and we are going to talk to you guys about Soul Dogs, Inc. Day Program. Oh, next slide, please. So we do offer several services, including day program, but we also offer behavior services, including behavior line staffing, as well as job services, job training, job development, job coaching, the whole nine. We are also a DVR vendor, so we work with DVR from time to time as well. Devin's going to take over from here and tell us a little bit about our day program and staff and participants.
Yeah, so just a few of the things that our participants have said about our staff is that our staff is friendly and compassionate, helpful and goal-driven, patient, understanding, clear and direct, teachers and problem solvers, trained and certified. And then our participants have also said about our day program that they like to go on all of the outings. Recently, we went to the Denver Science and History Museum for the dog exhibit. And then we're also planning on going to the pumpkin patch here in a couple weeks. They've also said that they like training the dogs and puppies. Some of the trainings that they just did this week were teaching the dogs to jump on their backs, which was kind of cool. And then we've also been doing a lot of art projects and crafts that they like. They also like the group discussions, and they like this, that they have the skills to eventually have a dog of their own and making new friends.
So our program is centered around dogs and dog training and the dog and human relationship. So at our program on a typical day, you'll see dog training, dog agility classes happening, as well as group discussions talking about the psychology between a dog-human relationship, and just so much more about dogs that everything we can think of. Devin is our trained dog trainer here, and our resident trainer for all programs that we offer. Next slide, please. So we call our day program the Train the Trainer program. That is because we train dogs and we train our participants how to train dogs. Each of our participants are here in our program for one reason or another. All of it has to do with them wanting to train a dog for their own personal reasons or for professional reasons. Our day program runs Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 9 to 3. Our day program consists of mostly adults, and we do both specialized HAB, which we spend time in our day program here on base in Westminster, and we also spend several hours a week in the community going on these outings that relate to dogs and animals in some way. Next slide, please. Yep. So we would tell you some more about our program, but we have these service dogs that can just do it for us. So I think we're gonna let our dog Ruby take over, but it looks like Rowan over here is having a hard time finding her. Next slide, please. Sky says the last time she saw Ruby, she was in the woods. Next slide, please. Here's Ruby. Guys, I'm right here. Hello, humans. Let's go on a journey to my favorite place ever. Next slide, please. It's not that much farther. Just keep following me. I learned about this trail at day program. And actually, our day program spends a lot of time hiking and exploring all the beauty that Colorado has to offer. Ruby over here is drooling uncontrollably about the scenic views that she is currently witnessing. Next slide, please. Those are strange looking dogs, but this is actually another day program activity that we like to utilize from time to time. We partner with a farm in northern Colorado that has just about every farm animal you can think of. We actually are hosting a Halloween gathering on October 29th at this farm. Anyone that's interested in our day program services is welcome to join us. And also, Ruby would like to let you know that she has a ball. Next slide, please. So she's not lost. She's just going on a long detour here, but she just made a stop at the Jiu-Jitsu Center that our day program regularly goes to every Thursday. Our participants are given the option to go to our Jiu-Jitsu Center, where our good friends and partners at the 303 Training Center provide self-defense classes for individuals to feel a little bit more confidence and to get some exercise. I would like to add here that Ruby here is following all COVID guidance, as do all of our participants and staff on every outing and at our day program. Next slide, please. We finally made it to Ruby's favorite place, right in front of the TV. And here's, she's gonna show us a couple of her favorite programs and also recap our tour at the same time.
So this is our dog training, where we focus on training the dogs at our day program and the Train the Trainer program. This is our group discussion, where we spend time talking about the psychology of the human and animal bond. This is our group and art project channel, where we focus on doing art activities and things like that together as a group and building those social skills. And then this is our health and wellness channel, where we focus on things like going to the Jiu-Jitsu Center to learn and get some exercise. We also do guided meditation and yoga classes that we offer as well.
Next.
And then this is our outings channel, and we focus on doing outings that are geared towards dog training, but we also do fun outings like going to the lake, going hiking, going to the pumpkin patch, going to the Denver History and Science Museum. So we try to do a bunch of different things.
And just so you guys know, we are now offering FCC only program. You guys heard a lot about it already, but we do provide our individuals with transportation from the home out into the community and then back to the home, avoiding all program and still getting out in the community. Next, please. And one more, please. Well, Ruby is pooped. Please schedule an appointment with us to take a tour of our program. All of our information is on the next slide.
Awesome, thank you so much for presenting. That was Soul Dogs. Again, all this information will be on our landing page, including any brochures, contact information, and presentation slides. If you wanted to see what Ruby was up to next, you can go there and download that as well. Next up, and our last presenter for this session is To the Rescue, which is Kelly Mullins. Anyone having questions watching at home, or even presenters, you're welcome to jot those in the chat, and we will address those at the end of To the Rescue's presentation. Kelly, whenever you're ready, you can unmute. And there you are. And go ahead and let Kayla know. She will hit the next slide for you when you're ready.
Okay, thank you so much, Andrea. Thank you for the invitation, Developmental Pathways. I'm happy to be here. My name is Kelly Mullins, and I'm with To the Rescue. We are PASA located in Parker, Colorado. We have a day program that includes a base site, which is located in Parker. We also do supported community connection outings in addition to base site activities. We have 4 buses. Those buses do have a capacity of 15 passengers. However, at this point in time, we're limited to 4 or 5 clients at a time on the buses. We've got 3 vans. At this time, they are limited to 2 passengers per HICPUF rules and regs due to the COVID situation going on. We provide door-to-door transportation for our day program attendees. We do service most areas in the Developmental Pathways catchment area as far as transportation goes. We do have the ability to transport individuals who utilize wheelchairs, as well as those who are mobile. We serve individuals who are on the SLS, as well as the DD waiver, and we have the ability to bill state SLS as well as mill levy grant funding. Many of our clients are also in residential services with us. We have host homes throughout the greater Denver area, as well as family caregiver situations, PCAs, where mom or dad are taking care of their loved one. We also do in-home supports through the Family Caregiver Act for kiddos on the CES waiver and adults on the SLS waiver. We serve the Denver metro area, parts of Elbert County, and certainly Douglas County. Right now, we're focusing a lot on our outdoor activities due to COVID. Going to a lot of parks. We're getting to know all the parks in the greater Denver area, that's for sure. We are following all of the HICPUF mandated requirements. So those folks who do attend our day program do need to be able to wear a mask for the duration of day program. We're also doing extensive cleaning of our vehicles as well as our facility, and maintaining 6 feet distancing, social distancing as needed. Next slide, please. We are very proud to offer a very person-centered approach to our clients. Our clients are very involved in helping us to pick the outings, the places they want to go to. Because we are running lower ratios at this point in time, with many days only 4 people on our outing buses, clients have usually 2, 3, or maybe even 4 choices of where they can go in a given day as far as the outing goes. As we move into the colder weather, which no doubt will come, and we will get some snow and rain and ice, we are planning to do base site activities for our clients, as well as scoping out some safe indoor activities. Again, we've tried to focus a lot more on outdoor activities due to the transmission of the COVID virus. Regarding our family caregiving services, we are also a licensed home care agency, so we can do personal care services under our Class B license, as well as other respite services that might require hands-on care through the Family Caregiver Act. I am Kelly Mullins. I'm with To the Rescue, and I look forward to answering your questions. Thank you so much.
Great, thank you, Kelly. At this moment, Allison, if you don't mind dropping that jot form link into the chat. Everyone that has attended any sessions, you're welcome to submit a new one each time you attend a new session. Each submission will go to our door giveaways, which have all been things donated by our presenters. After that, we'll start the question and answer, and Allison, you're welcome to take on over the room.
Sure, thank you. So we have 2 questions, and they're to all the panelists. I'll ask 2 questions, and then we can each go through. Some of you kind of already answered one of them, but we'll go ahead and just redo it, and that way everybody kind of has it on the same platform. So the first question is do you have any Spanish speaking or other language resources or availability? And then also the other one is, at what age does your program begin? So those are the 2 questions for each panelist. And if we want, I can just go across my screen and kind of just do it that way if you don't mind. Zach, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I don't mind at all. Our program starts at 18 years old, and we do provide bilingual services for both Spanish-speaking individuals as well as people that communicate via ASL.
Great, thank you so much.
Of course.
Heather?
We currently do not provide any other language support at this current time, and our age group starts at age 18 on up.
Great, thank you, Heather. Brianna?
We can offer services for any age group because we are also approved for the CES waiver. I apologize, sorry. They're working on my door and now they're mowing the lawn. And then we do have both Spanish speaking and people who are able to sign as well.
Great, thank you. Kelly?
We do not provide any Spanish-speaking services at this juncture. As far as services go, we serve kiddos on the CES waiver as well as adults on the SLS and DD waiver. Our day program, however, is for adults 18 years of age and older.
Great, thank you so much. And Tara?
Hi, we have a bilingual nurse on our staff, so we do have Spanish interpretation that's available. And we primarily serve adults, but we also do serve some families with children on the CES waiver.
And Catherine?
I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time with the video, but I can tell you that we have several staff members that speak Spanish. We also have several staff members that know American Sign Language. And there is technology that we've looked into as an organization. No matter what language you speak, it can translate. So I'm proud of that. So, oh, and then we serve individuals over the age of 18.
Great, thank you so much. And I think the last is Jeff.
Hello. So yes, we have an individual on staff who is Spanish speaking, and we also have an individual on staff who does ASL. I know that wasn't a question, but throw that in there. We start officially working with individuals when they turn 18, but we often start that process before their 18th birthday just to ease that transition a little bit, but that's when services can officially start with us.
Great, thank you so much.
No problem.
All yours, Dre.
Yeah, so Developmental Pathways currently cannot do any holiday in-person type of events. Out of curiosity, do folks have anything coming up that we can kind of plug or hear about that you might be excited about to share? Zach, go ahead.
Yeah, actually this Halloween we'll be kicking off of our Saturday program as well. We are offering an extension of day program services every Saturday from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. The activities involved will be more team building and socializing activities, more so of a safe and comfortable place for individuals to come and hang out on their Saturday nights. That will be kicking off on Halloween. If you would like more information, please send me an email.
Awesome. Anyone else want to share something coming up? No, great. Developmental Pathways does have, it's a photo contest. So if you go to anything and you want to submit and be part of that, feel free to go ahead and tag us in on that. Any slides or presentations that were presented in this session are online, including contact information, emails, phone numbers, and all that stuff in case someone didn't get to jot it down. But if there's no more questions, we'll go ahead and conclude this session. Our next one will start at 3:45. Panelists, you're welcome to join us again. Feel free to jump off and come back on as attendee. I think we have a few people that are presenting in the next one, so you can just keep yours rolling and we'll do the same thing in about 15 minutes. Thank you so much for joining us and have a great day.
Thank you.